Y'all living in luxury. Where I'm from, summer love. You would think this is the summer league. I was in hoopies and they wasn't with me. Will used to shake when it did over 60. I'ma come clean cause they did me filthy. Only got stronger cause it ain't. And they know the vibe. Act like they are but they not on my side. I went to a but nobody cried cause this every day and it's not a surprise. This how it is, a day in the life. Check all your mirrors while you at the light. I'm from a place that nobody goes. Better leave early, don't stay to a close. Dude, like Robin. Rolex diamonds. Penny flip flops, I'm styling. Buy brown Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin. Rolex diamonds. Hey, I do like Robin. Penny flip flops, I'm styling. Like Robin. Penny flip flops, I'm styling. Sip like Batman.
Del barrio al mundo, desde el silencio del parque a la euforia del estadio. Un balón, un destino y un futuro en llamas. Bienvenido al mañana. Busco la fama y ahora sé dónde se esconde.
A view of Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. DA, take it away.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has...
They bring that physicality. Thank you, David. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Tatum out there with Martin. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Chandler. And it's Antetokounmpo into the point. And for Oklahoma City, Duncan out there with Robinson. And it's Hayward. Then there's Robertson. And it's Harper in at the one.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Passes it to Butler. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
And those great veterans, Mark Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph have become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
Here's Giannis. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Robertson passes to Harper. Giannis against Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. On the wing, Giannis. And again, Memphis no good.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Releases off the left rim and out.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Tatum against Duncan. Giannis right side. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Chandler finds Butler. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Harper dishes to Duncan. He gets that one.
once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Martin kicks to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Takes the three. Harper's shot's good. On record that doesn't get much attention, Steve. A league-wide drop in turnover. Season was the lowest rate ever for turnovers in the NBA. It was terrific.
It was, and I think the reason why is teams are doing a good job offensively of sharing the basketball. There's not a lot of over-dribbling. And I think also the three-point shot. Guys are not driving the basketball because that can create turnovers with the chance of driving it. They're catching, and they're shooting from a long distance.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Taylor is special.
Now the pass to Robertson. Robinson kicks to Hayward. Robertson against Butler. Robertson's shot is off.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Giannis outside. Here's Tatum dunking with the block. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Hayward. Trains the jumper to finish the break.
Even though Hayward's improved from beyond the arc, you see the natural inclination from mid-range.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to make strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Left in the first quarter. Basket good.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
That's a two-pointer from Walker, and again it's Oklahoma City. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Sloan. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Shoots from the elbow. Here's Donaldson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Walker against Arenas. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. We've got Gilbert Arenas, Stevenson out there with Sean Kemp, then it's Wallace, and it's Sloan in at the 2-guard spot. And here's Morant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Stolen by Stevenson.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
Yep, that one goes. Now Walker. And taken away by Arenas. Over Anthony. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Arenas has got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis. And Walker's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport. Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. The three hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 5 now.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
To Sloan. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jason Tatum comes in for Deshaun Stevenson. Harper the pass to Robertson. Lets a floater go. Good on the shot. Duncan's got his second bucket.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the inside, Wallace. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Robertson. To the middle. It's Sullivan. It's Antetokounmpo. Now here's Arenas. He has 5. Here's Wallace. No good on the shot. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Feeds it to Harper. And the rejection by Giannis. Left side Arenas. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Pass it to Robertson. From 12 feet out. And it's in off the backboard.
And really one of the best at working kind of that in-between area. He's got that high release point on his jumper, which makes it unblockable.
And Giannis gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking. And he when he wants
to.
You're
right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Outside Arenas. Here's Wallace. Over Harper. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Again, Memphis.
This offense just continues to impress.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. The pass to Robertson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And That's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
1 second left. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with the nut.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. In the second quarter, they made it look easy. They played well at both ends of the court, and suddenly, they're sitting on a 9-point lead here at halftime. And that's a wrap for...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got Robertson. Duncan is out there with Robinson. Then it's Derek Harper. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Tatum's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Robertson dishes to Harper. Hayward looking around. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Outside Butler. Giannis against Duncan. Giannis drives in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Deshaun Stevenson is checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Harper. The Thunder with another miss.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the defense.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Robertson against Butler. Now here's Robertson. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Butler.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Antetokounmpo finds Chandler. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Harper, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Giannis is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Thunder trailing by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Robertson passes to Harper. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Butler kicks to Stevenson. It's the rebound. Chandler, the pass to Martin. On the wing, Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. And Butler launches from deep. Can't connect from long distance. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Harper the pass to Duncan. Great tee that time from Martin. And the Grizzlies leading by 12.
And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Butler against Hayward. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Giannis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical in return. Steph Curry, because he gets an opening shoot shot. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
Memphis moving it around, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Thunder. They're scoreless since the first half. Outside, Walker. Stevenson against Parrish. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Memphis. 4 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Second chance shot. Kick out to Walker. Pass to Morant. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Parrish tipped back in for 2. Parrish has got his first points of the game.
And the Chief making his presence felt on that offensive backboard. Doesn't look like he's outworking you until you see the ball drop through the net.
Here's Butler, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Grizzlies have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
And taken away by Arenas. And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Grady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Walker. Right wing. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. With 1 on the clock. And no good that time. And so it's Memphis in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lights. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Memphis out there with Tatum. Then it's Wallace. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's Sloan at the shooting guard position. Offensive rebound.
He was so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And they double up Arenas. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 16. Pass to Morant. Back to Anthony. Pass to Parrish. Got a hand on it.
good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Tatum, banked in off the glass.
Yeah, in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively, it really allows him to score consistently.
Outside, Walker. And there's the pass to Donaldson. Now here's Morant. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Sloan. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
I'd say you have to body him up, but who has the body to keep Kemp from getting where he wants to go?
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Martin comes in for Kemp. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. And Hayward gets it to go.
There's the versatility we talk about. Gordon Hayward able to score on all three levels.
Pass to Martin. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Harper dishes to Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Butler's checked in, and the Grizzlies leading by 18. Antetokounmpo looking it over, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Robertson against Butler. Passes it to Hayward. Inside, it's stolen by Martin. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Tatum. A 17-foot shot on the way. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Harper the pass to Robertson. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Here's Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Clearly a foul.
And he makes the first. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Ryan Anderson is checked in for Duncan. Anthony comes in for Gordon Hayward. Morant, he's checked in for Robertson. And it's Kemba Walker in for Harper. Then for the Grizzlies, Omer Asher, he's checked in for Chandler. Stevenson comes in for Jason Tatum. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Walker against Parker. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Duncan, he's checked in for Anderson. Gordon Hayward comes in for Anthony. And it's Robertson in for Morant. And it's Butler missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Duncan right side. Robertson outside. Over Butler. The Thunder with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Giannis with it. Chandler finds Giannis. Off target with his three. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Pinapapasok kasi kami. Pinapapasok kami ng samahan ko ang putik. Kailangan daw lahat sa isang geographical location.
Paano yun?
Ito na, dinidiscuss ngayon. Pinapatanggal namin.
Bakit?
Kaya ako na nag-work from home. Iwas kasi.